Welcome once again to our September 2024 and the end of our third quarter real estate market update for the North Okanagan, the Central Okanagan, and the Shuswap. I'm Lisa Salt with RE/MAX Vernon Salt Fowler, and today I'm here to guide you through the latest trends, the sales data, and also the market dynamics as we navigate the fall real estate market here in the Okanagan Shuswap. Let's start with the market overview for September of 2024. So this past month, the sell to inventory ratios have shown varied levels of activity across the regions. Let's start with the North Okanagan. The North Okanagan had a moderate pace with a ratio of 11.96% absorption, while the Central Okanagan experienced a much slower market activity at only 7.12%, and the Shuswap's activity is relatively healthier certainly than the Central at 11.61%. Now, if you'll remember, 15% is the cutoff for a balanced market. Below 15% is a buyer's market where all our markets are firmly within, now especially the Central Okanagan at 7.12%. Now let's look at the days on the market and the pricing trends. Properties in the North Okanagan and the Shuswap are taking an average of 64 days to sell. Exactly the same in both markets, 64 days to sell. So a steady, fairly steady market pace. Central Okanagan homes are moving somewhat faster with an average of 56 days on the market. When we look at pricing, the Central Okanagan continues to lead the pricing war, of course, with the highest average residential price at $1,050,830, followed by the North Okanagan at $826,140, and the Shuswap being the most affordable at $692,834. So that's kind of interesting. The Shuswap was above the North Okanagan for the last number of months, and now the Shuswap is down, taking the most affordable spot again, which is kind of what we expect. The smaller markets should be a little bit less. One thing we don't normally do is look at the median prices, but let's look at that just for fun. The median prices actually show similar trends to the average, with the Central Okanagan at $1,018,100, and then the North Okanagan at $764,100, and the Shuswap at $735,000. Sometimes the median prices are actually a little bit more accurate. Now let's look at the listing dynamics. So there's a general decrease in the number of new listings. North Okanagan down 20.25%, Central Okanagan slightly down by only 2.7%, and then the Shuswap decreasing by 16.85%. But let's look at the total listings. All those have risen across the board. North Okanagan's total listings year over year are at 1,504, which is up 18.99% from last year. Central Okanagan at 4,230, up 36.19% year over year, and the Shuswap at 1,189, showing a 42.22% increase year over year. Let's look at waterfront properties. The year-to-date listings for waterfront properties have shown some noticeable growth in most areas. North Okanagan, not so much. It's kind of the least increase, from 31 last year to 33 this year. Central Okanagan, 46 last year to 67 listings this year. And then the Shuswap, 36 to 42 listings. Now, despite that increase in listings, the sales of waterfront properties have really varied in the areas. North Okanagan, 14 sales this year to date compared to 17 last year, so down a few, not too bad really. Central Okanagan, 30 sales compared to last year's 34. And the Shuswap increased from 17 last year to 27. So again, that goes towards the less number of restrictions in the Shuswap area versus what we see in the North and Central. Moving on to sales, let's look at the sales performance. Total sales in the North Okanagan dropped slightly to 152 from 168 last year. That's a 9.52% decrease. Central Okanagan also saw a decrease to 341 sales from 383, a 10.97% decrease. Yet the Shuswap experienced a significant increase, with sales rising by 45.07% to 111 this year from 71 last year. Again, the Shuswap is winning. Let's talk to you buyers for a moment. Now, with these high inventory levels, especially in the Central and the North Okanagan, This is prime time to explore a variety of listings. Look at your options. Try to negotiate a favorable price and terms. There's lots to choose from. Now, Shuswap's increasing sales suggest a more competitive market. So if you're a buyer in the Shuswap, you probably have to act a little bit more swiftly when you find a suitable property. Now for sellers, in a market like this that's characterized by high inventory and varying sales rates, it is essential to price your property competitively and ensure they are well presented. Effective marketing strategies are crucial to stand out in this crowded marketplace, especially in areas like the Central Okanagan, where the pace of the sales is much slower. We talk a lot about curb appeal. If you haven't yet, watch our video, Selling Your Home, Beauty Contest versus Price War. It talks a lot about all the things that you can do as a homeowner to make your house stand out from the crowd. Maybe try some virtual staging, maybe try some real staging. There's so many things that can be done. I hope this update helps both buyers and sellers be armed with the information needed to navigate the market effectively. See you next month when we see what the fourth quarter of 2024 is going to bring.
Just add some.